Stream is up. Hopefully, because I'm recording it too, so that way I can make a clip of the epic moments later. Put it on Instagram. It'll, like, it won't lag my computer. If it does, or comes worse, I can download the stream from Twitch's, like, past stream section. It'll take an hour. And then edit the clip out.
What the hell?
Yeah, I spent like the whole day airsofting today.
Wait, did you say aerosol?
Airsofting, aerosol. What the fuck is? What am I gonna do with an aerosol can?
Okay.
Yeah, airsofting. I was like shooting each other with BB guns. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, I went to the field today. Brought my M4 CFR carbine.
Nice.
Spent the and the rest of my gear, and I spent the day just playing matches nonstop with people. It was funny because the last match we did, it was freaking capture the flag, and we were defending for the first round. So me and a bunch of the military guys that were there today, because Fort Bragg was not too far from the field, so they come over there just to play airsoft and hang out and shit. So I was playing on their team, because they picked, because when they were doing teams, they picked me. And so I was on the team. I went up with the there was one guy that had a LMG, so he was over there hanging out, doing whatever. He was going up to like like the big shipping crates, like the huge ones, like you see them load up on the ships with the like they put cars in and stuff, and they load them up
Yeah.
with the cranes. Yeah. So what the map we were on has two of those, one stacked atop of the other, and then one just beside the first one on the ground. And there was a staircase that they had built going up to the top one, and a line they pretty much cut out where a doorway, and then they cut out just four 1 foot wide windows, just rectangles there. And what happened was we set up well, first of all, one of the military guys walked in there, saw the guy with the freaking LMG. I forget what it was called. I just know it was an LMG because obviously an LMG. But he walked up there. He noticed he had he note he walked up there. He noticed he had he noticed there was a fucking like wooden doorway or door just hanging out in the back of the in the back of the container there. They're like, I guess they built it, but they never installed it on the door or whatever. And it was like up, it had a big window cut in it too. So he flipped it upside down, moved it over, used it to block part of one of the windows, just enough where he could stick the sight out and the barrel, or just the barrel of his gun, and enough to aim down the sights. And proceeded to sit there and just mow everyone down as they came by. And I was in the window adjacent to his, doing the same thing. And then we had two other guys up there with us, one in the window on the opposite side behind him with an assault rifle, and then another guy watching the door behind me with a submachine gun. And then we had one other guy up there that was the medic, because for what we were doing, it was the defender just got a medic, or I think it's like two medics per the team, and the medic can touch somebody for 10 seconds to revive them, and then you can get back in the game. Attackers have unlimited respawns, where they go back to where they start and they respawn and they're back in. And so once our medics are both dead, you die, you're gone, you're it. That's it for the defenders. And so our medic was sitting there. The guy by the door got shot through my window when I backed away for a second to avoid getting shot. And so the medic was reviving him. I backed up. I was fine. But then about 10 seconds later, the guy just unloads with his LMG, gets three guys while he was shooting at one of them. This dude had a hell of an arm. He had been like 80 feet away or so. He chucked a fucking grenade all the way, somehow got it right through the window down the middle. In the small area he had that the dude was blocking with that door, in the small area he had for the barrel of his gun, that grenade fit through, and he chucked it on that angle, just arced it straight in, and proceeded to frickin' blow a fucking up every single one of us, including the medic. with the
Damn.
airsoft grenade. We were not shot. We're doing fine. We were taking out everybody on the team. I had to have shot at least six, at least a good 10 different times. And like the same people just over and over again coming up the damn walkway like an idiot and trying to flank through the same side through the trees where we could easily hit them. And not even ducking, army crawling, nothing. They were just running through there like chickens without their heads. But it was fucking hilarious. I posted it on my Instagram too, like a video of we were sitting there after we were hit. We just sat down in there like we're supposed to and just wait for the game to end. But speaking of which, just as I was starting just as I recorded it, the ref blew the whistle for the game to end. But the fucking it was hilarious because we were sitting in there. We couldn't shoot out or nothing. Our guns were on the ground. We were dead. But apparently the idiots that thought we were going to still shoot at them didn't realize there's nobody in those windows anymore. There's nobody sitting there in the doorway anymore. And they all just kept shooting the fucking containers we were in from the back of it instead of focusing on other people that were still in the game.
Wow.
So the entire time it was just I was laughing my ass off. It was funny. It was funny as can be though. But it was fun. I hadn't been in like over 2 months to the airsoft field, and I enjoy airsofting. The way I see it, it's like pretty much like I probably would not mind being in the. Well, obviously I don't feel like getting shot, but other than that, I wouldn't mind being in the military. Other than the fact that they also don't get paid very well, for what they
Hmm.
do, and the fact that I have other things to worry about that I wouldn't be able to go overseas and shit. But
Understandable.
yeah, but other than that, I wouldn't mind going into the military. I enjoy guns. I enjoy like defending people. I enjoy pretty much shooting people. And I'm also not exact. I'm not scared of being shot, but I don't enjoy being shot. So
Me
that
neither.
yeah, that too. It's like, but the way I see it, airsofting is pretty much reenacting what they would be going through there, but in just scenarios, pretty much, and with non-lethal weaponry. I tried to 3D print, like I 3D print a lot of my attachments myself. I make them and I 3D print them. And so
Oh, nice.
I tried to do that to make a knife, like a flexible airsoft knife for when I flank behind somebody, instead of putting my barrel to the back of their head and telling them, you're hit or whatever, and letting them surrender before unloading on them point blank. I freaking, I freaking was making a knife. Well, I was also gonna make a bayonet, attachment for my Pectani rail. And sure enough, my 3D printer for some reason is fucking up. I don't know what happened, but I realigned my freaking build plate, even though it was already aligned perfectly from beforehand. Um, so like the nozzle from the printer head hits perfectly on the plate and prints straight on it. But no matter what I do, I think my files are fucked up or something maybe because it's only the new files I made that keep doing it. Um, where it starts printing and then like I'll walk away and then about 30 minutes later I'll come back to see what was started of the print be lifted up off the build plate, and now it's just spraying and now it doesn't stick anymore. So it's just dispensing weird little zigzags of loose filament all over the place until it's a big like tangled ball of filament just all over my inside of my 3D printer. So yeah, that wasn't fun. I did finally get at least the knife itself to print properly. For the most part, it's a little thinner than it was supposed to be because it fucked up after that. But the base part of it was fine. It was thick enough to be usable. But in that same print file, it was supposed to print the blade and the handle, the hilt that it gets connected to at the same time on the same print. So as soon as it finished one, it would start printing the neck. As soon as it finished the blade, it would start printing the handle. But it didn't get to that point because when I found it, because when it went to start doing the handle, that's when it started doing that weird tangly ball of filament mess again. That yeah, 3D printing is a pain in the ass. sometimes. But I did make a side business out of it. I do 3D print stuff for people and airsoft attachments for people. I also breed reptiles on the side and quail and chickens in my backyard
Huh.
and sell the eggs. I made like it's they're actually like registered businesses too. Savage Reptiles and King's Eggs is my chicken eggs one. Savage Reptiles is the reptile one. I breed crested geckos, leopard geckos, ball pythons, and bearded dragons right now.
Hmm. Seems you got a nice setup.
Yeah, freaking bedroom is like over 100 degrees all the time though, because of it. And I also have like no room, like legit. In my bedroom is like my bed is within arm reach of my desk right now, and within arm reach of directly behind me is my Nile monitor's cage, which is a 6 foot long. Is a big 6 foot long, 6 foot long, 4 feet, no 3 feet wide, 4 feet tall melamine box that I pretty much made for him. And then I have my walk-in closet has been taken over as my Argentine black and white tegu's cage and all that. Like, I don't just breed the reptiles. I have a whole collection of them too. I wonder, did my chickens ever die? Because I don't see them up on that cliff anymore. I hope they didn't die. I spent a good 30 minutes trying to tame them for this because I was getting a whole set. And we need eggs for food. Hello, chickens. Where are you? Did they get dragged down the dock or something by something? No. They did have them on neutral. Because just 3 of those chickens killed an alpha tiger by itself somehow, and I didn't put any levels in them. But I see they're gone. Let me check the try log. See if they died. I see Tazefia is still getting himself killed by everything. Holy fucking shit. The giant snake level 16 kicked his ass. Although I should not be or saying nothing because same thing happened to me, but it was a while ago before I got all the gear I have. Chaco Bro. Somebody named their thing Chaco Bro or Chaco Bro. That's funny.
Yeah.
Damn, my chicken thing is like not even on the log anymore. My chickens. So if they died beforehand, or they never died and somebody kidnapped my chickens. I was told just to name them something and leave them. That I didn't need to put my name in there, so people would, if people wouldn't touch tames that didn't belong to them, because that's everybody's like general rule.
Uh-huh.
But apparently it's not. I should have put them on my boat or put Savage in their name. I'm gonna go do that to my boar and my freaking cow right now, just in case I ever take them off my boat. Because if they're not in the yeah, if they're not in the tribe log, somebody took my chickens somewhere, either moved them and I don't know where they are, or they got killed. I mean, if they moved them up on the cliffside next to the fucking lighthouse, no, there's no chickens there anymore.
Oh wait, if you put them on the lighthouse, they die.
No, they weren't on the lighthouse. They were beside it on the cliff there. Yeah.
Oh wait. It's chickens and cows?
No, it was just chickens. There were it was a Cora, Zavala, Cade dash 06, which is Cade 6 from Destiny, obviously. The Colonel and
I think I
Eris
think I
Morn
think now
was
I
their
think
names.
chickens are starting to ring a bell in my mind because there were chickens and a few cows by the lighthouse, but I think it was last night or the night before an alpha attacked and I was on by myself
Oh, all
and
right,
while I was dealing with the alpha, I guess a giant snake went over and killed all the taints by the lighthouse. Because I
all
was
right.
wondering where those taints came from. So I guess those might have been yours.
Yeah, maybe the cow wasn't mine though. I'm thinking maybe somebody just parked them there, thinking that was a good spot to park them, like I did. I'm guessing
Yeah,
I'm
I
guessing it's
thought
just the
it was a
tribe
good
log
spot.
is showing just for
Yeah.
today then, because everybody died so much that things happened that it scrolls, it
Well,
overflows the tribe log, so it can't show stuff that happened 2 days ago or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, I thought I put them like further enough to where nothing could get them, but I guess a giant snake found a way, which I
Yeah,
don't know how, but I couldn't
life
go over
finds a
there and
way.
help them because I was dealing with an alpha tiger.
That's fine. I can get new chickens. Not that big a deal. Name your pig. I had him as swine up, right? Yeah. So savage. I'm just gonna start putting my name in things just in case. Savage swine up. I did spell that correctly, right? I'm pretty sure that's how the Pokemon is spelled. Let me on my boar. My boar is overweight. My boar has no levels. My boar cannot. I need to make follow me to go kill something and get levels because I can't use my boar to ride it around on. He is overweight when I try to ride him because what I have in my inventory now is the least of what I'm going to be carrying. I have treasure. If anybody wants to help me out at some point getting these, I have treasure map, mythical treasure map for A3. I have a journeyman
That's tough.
treasure map for C3. I have a legendary
I mean,
treasure map for
actually,
A2,
the problem with
a
the
legendary
on
one for B2, and a masterwork treasure map for C3.
Well, the
I think the
B2
problem.
should be close.
Finally, guys, I have a
Yeah,
116 male wolf tamed and a 120 female.
and its minimum is
Nice.
5,278 gold. So if anybody wants to do that with me, we can split their earnings.
As much as I
Um,
would, I I need to get this boat up and
All right,
running again.
all right.
I would do
Unfortunately,
it
I'm
with you,
still
but
on the other
you'd
side of
have
the
to pick
map.
me.
All right. Well, let me know when you get back.
Because
We can do it.
Mon has no boat.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Well, I
I'm.
mean, I'm on the other side of the island and I'm on foot.
All right. I mean, I
If
can
you want
build
to
a.
meet me up, that would be cool, I guess.
Yeah. The thing is,